Today we're gonna be talking about the things you should know about working in Scotland. Hello, beautiful Tovians, welcome back. It's your girl Tovia Ogun, back again. Hope you guys didn't miss me too much. In case if you haven't joined the 9,000 plus beautiful Tovians, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now to join us, like this video, and please share the video and leave a comment. Now you guys, I already have a lot of YouTube videos on my YouTube channel talking about living in Scotland, working in Scotland, schooling in Scotland. No, I think I don't have anything about school in Scotland yet, but I just talk about it in general. But anyways, and I also have things you need to know about working in Scotland. In case if you haven't seen all of those videos, please go see them. You need to see all of those videos if you are thinking about moving to Scotland. And I also have a video talking about the reasons that you should move to Scotland. So if you haven't seen all of those videos, then hurry up and go watch them after you watch this one though. Anyways, we're gonna be talking about things you should know about working in Scotland. I have my beautiful laptop in front of me and it is full of lot of dusters. Mind you guys, this is all from my experience in Scotland. So I know a lot of you are going to be throwing stones and carrots in my comment section today regarding this video. It's okay. Feel free. Throw your stone. Fight the fights. Comment anything that is on your mind. It's okay. You're welcome. Alright? So before I start, Scotland is a beautiful place. It's a very nice place to live in. There are a lot of nice people here as well. But anyways... it's not always about roses, man. It's not always about roses. Everything can be perfect. It's not possible for anything to be perfect. So that's why I'm going to talk about things I have experienced, things I know, not just from my experience, guys, also from speaking to other people that are working here in Scotland. That's why I've been able to put this video together. I think I've been talking a lot and I still haven't started the video. Anyways, enough of me talking. Let's dive right into the video. Make sure you watch it to the very end. The first thing you should know about working in Scotland is your talent is not recognized at work. 90% of the times, guys, your talent at work is not going to be recognized. Now, what do I mean? If you are very good at your job, you are very, very good. So you got the right talent, you got the right abilities and the right capabilities to do the work that you should be doing at work. So, and now they are ready to promote people at your work. They are ready to move them forward and just, change. And then they are like looking for somebody to occupy some spaces at your work. And looking at you, you got all of the right capabilities, all of the right characters, all of the right qualifications for that space. They will not recognize you. Even if they know that you've got all of that talent, they still will not give that role to you. They would rather pick someone they like. Yes, it's all about favoritism. Yes, I'm sorry, there's a lot of favoritism at work. So they will pick that person that is their favorite to do the job. They will pick that person and give them that role. Even if you are so good, even if your talent is so good, even if your scores at work, your numbers are all high, you're doing so well, they still will not give you that role. They will rather give it to somebody else that is their favorite. So that happens here a lot at working in Scotland. I have worked in so many different places. I have been to so many companies and I've worked with them. And half of the time, guys, my personal talent is better than the talent that a lot of people that work with me. And of course, I too like to be a supervisor. I too like to be a leader. But at the end of the day, they won't give you that role. They'll give it to someone else who is their favorite or who is Scottish. Okay, now we're all Scottish. I'm Scottish. Okay, but you know what I mean. So it's all about their favorite person. Yeah, you usually will not be recognized, even if you've got a very good talent, even if you're so good at your job, at your role, at your role. They will not give you that job. So at the end of the day, they really want to give the job to their favorite person and not the person that can actually really do the job. Okay, they want to give it to, this is my favorite person, this is a person I can relate with at work, or this is a person I always joke with, you know. So they will end up giving it to that person instead of you that actually have the right talent, that actually do better, that your scores are all better than the other person. They will not recognize you, but rather they will recognize the other person. I am sorry, but that is too common here. And I've not worked in one place, I've worked in a lot of places, and that is all I always say. And speaking to other people, that is all they all also say. So if you are from here, you are easily favored, and it's all about your favorite person. So it's not all about you. That's all of the talents. Okay, so I'm sorry, it happens here a lot. So your talent at work will not be recognized 90% of the time. I'm sorry. The second thing about working in Scotland is, do not forget, I repeat, do not forget that your manager is your manager. Yes, what do I actually mean by this one? From what I have experienced and seen here in Scotland when it comes to working, I haven't spoken to some other people. So half of the time here, your managers will laugh with you as normal. Some of the managers here are nice people, okay? They will laugh with you, they will joke with you. But at the end of the day, they just want you to get the work done. If anything should happen at work, so if anything should go wrong, if you're still not doing your job right, see, they will not have a second thought but to kick you out. So even if you're joking with your manager and thinking you've won their heart, they are not your friends, you guys are not close, guys, do not be a joker. Because your manager is still your manager. If you do anything wrong at work, they will not have a second thought but to kick you out. So no matter how much they smile with you, no matter how much they joke with you, no matter how much you feel, oh my god, that manager is so nice, they're so close to me, guy, don't play too much. Don't play too much. It's the obvious reason. You just need to get your work done and just get your work done. Because if you mess up, they will not have a second thought but to kick you out. Don't feel like my manager is my best friend right now. It's not possible. Always remember, if anything goes wrong at work, they will not have a second thought but to kick you out. Because at the end of the day, they just want you to get your work done. Even if they're smiling with you, in the back of their mind, they just want you to get the work done. You know, workplaces, they all have like the policies of the work. They are trying to give you that friendly approach that they are all nice people. But at the end of the day, don't take that for granted. Don't take it for granted and forget that you are actually there to do your work. So always do your work. Okay? Your manager is your manager and not your friend that you think because if you do something wrong, they won't kick you out. They will kick you out. The third thing about working in Scotland is racism. If you guys have noticed on my YouTube channel, I usually don't talk about this particular topic, but I'm going to talk about it today. That's because I have gotten a whole bunch of questions from a lot of you coming to my YouTube channel to ask me, how is racism like in Scotland? How is it like? So I'm not going to talk about the general Scotland. Again, I'm only focusing on jobs on this particular video. Now, it's impossible to think you coming to another mass land and not experience racism. It's impossible. There's one thing you just need to know is you need to learn how to carry yourself in high esteem. If you do, nobody will say hate to you without you giving them back. And the moment you give them back, it puts that distance that nobody should talk to you anyhow. Okay, nobody should just walk up to you and feel they can ride on you. It's not possible. Always know how to take your back. Always know how to look after yourself. It's you first. Always remember that it's you first. It's all about you. Anyway, so racism, it's at work here, okay? One of the common type of racism you will experience here is the fact that people at your work will all smile at your face, but in your back they will say something else. And secondly, they will be monitoring every of your moves. Why? Not because they feel you want to do something wrong at work. No, they just want to get you in trouble. They just want to get you in trouble so that they can get you out of that work because they don't like you being there. So they will monitor you a lot. There is one thing that you should always know is it's not about everybody that smile at you at work. Obviously, let us all heart. I will also heart the way you're hearting. Let us all heart together and smile at each other. But at the end of the day, you feel you don't like me. I don't like you either. Okay, because I can see you for who you are. Anyways, guys, so always know the fact that people will smile in your front, but they just want to get you in trouble. They will monitor every of your moves to get you in trouble. I have worked in a place whereby it was so obvious. I work with girls that were racist, and the worst part is this particular girl is not even full Scotland. She's just from somewhere else, and then she also grew up here, and then she decided to just be a racist. Okay, so I gave her own medicine. Okay, I gave her own medicine. But anyway, so you just have to know that it's not possible not to experience racism. Okay, you can't come to another Muslim and think everybody's gonna laugh with you. Okay, I do get that question a lot. People asking me, how is racism like in Scotland? Is it worse? Is it bad? Is it this? It's everywhere. The only good thing about Scotland, like I said, is people here, they will hide it a lot. They will hide it. They won't want you to know that they are racist, okay? But obviously, you will always say it. You will just know. You will see it. No matter how much people hide it, you just see it. I don't know about you guys, but you just see it, okay? Now, mind you guys, when we talk about racism here, I'm not talking about only Scotland. Blacks like you that works in the same company like you, a lot of them will also be racist to you that is black like them. Okay, so it's just a working general. I'm not talking about the Scottish people only. It's in general, people that lives here, black, white, green, purple, orange, brown. I don't know if there's green, but yeah, if there is. But anyways, so you're gonna see racism at work a lot. So again, guys, you want my advice? Always know how to look out for yourself. Carry yourself like this, not like this. Carry yourself with so much confidence. Okay, if you know who you are, carry yourself with confidence, and that's what matters. Okay. The fourth thing about working in Scotland. Now, this one personally, it's so annoying, and that is your colleague will want to use you. What do I actually mean? I mean, this is so common when we talk about the customer service role. Okay, so I've been in a working setting whereby I was in this work before some people. They employed somebody when I was not in, and then I came to meet these people, and then we are put in the same section to work, and this person is trying to be my own supervisor and be like, oh, can you do that? Can you do that? Can you do that? I'm like, excuse me? Me, Tovia, you didn't play. That aside, so people at work will want to use you. Your colleagues want to use. They want you to do your work, their work. Everyone want to act like supervisors, especially in the customer service role. Everyone wants to be a supervisor when we are all in the same level. I remember when I newly came here, I think it was my first work that I actually done, and that work, it was me and my mom working in the same company and one other person working in the same place. So there was this lady, she spilled water on the floor, and she was expecting me to go clean it. And my mom said, don't even try, don't even do it, because at the end of the day, the same role is what we are all doing. If she doesn't do it, let it be there. When she noticed nobody gave a damn, she went back and cleaned her whole mess. So that's the kind of things people will want to, like, they want to use you. And I know a lot of them are able to use a lot of people that don't have the voice to speak for themselves, but that is so common here. As long as you know this person is not my ordained supervisor, this person is not my ordained manager, nobody should be telling you to do their work. We're all paid equally in that role, so everyone should do their own work. all right? But you will see that a lot of people trying to tell you, oh, do this, you have to do their own work. I mean, what is the meaning of that? So that happens a lot, okay? I wanted to quickly make this clear. So there is a difference between teamwork, you working as a team, and people trying to control you. So right here, they are trying to control you. The fifth thing about working in Scotland is you will get fake laughs, pretense a lot. I know this tie where that should be my third tip or so. So this particular one is people will become friends with you the moment they notice someone they like at work likes you. So what does that mean? For example, this is A and this is B. A naturally doesn't like you, but B is the type that is very nice. And then B then talks to you a lot because B is just naturally nice. So B relate with you, you and B, you relate a lot, you're both, chilling together a lot. Now, A likes B, but A doesn't like you, okay? So the moment A notices that B likes you, so anytime A sees you and B always chilling, A will then start pretending to like you. So A will have to laugh just because of that. But the moment A leaves that presence where you are and A is with B early, just keep one thing in your mind. A is ready to ruin everything about you to B. Okay? So that's what I mean by fake laughs, pretense. People at work with fake laugh, fake smile, pretend they like you just because somebody else that they like or that is their friend is friends with you or that person relates with you. And as a reason of that, a lot of them will start pretending like they like you. But in reality, they really do not like you. So always keep that in mind, okay? The seventh thing about working in Scotland, I know I said this in my previous video, and I know this is also related to the tip I just talked about just now, and that is you do not have any friends at work. I really do not know how people still don't know this. Guys, there's one thing you should know, that half of the time, everyone just come to work to do their role. If you have a friend at work, you're lucky. If you don't force it. Stop forcing it, okay? If people don't like you, just keep to the work energy. You don't need to go extra trying to force what is not there, because half of the time you get yourself in trouble. So you truly do not have any friend at work. Everyone is looking for a way to keep their job, to keep their role. So if you go in their back and you're saying stuff about your manager to somebody else, guys, you are gonna get yourself in deep trouble. If something happens, a lot of them are gonna end up saying everything you've ever said, okay? I don't just say these things to scare you guys. I say these things from experience, okay? I have been in that shoe, but at the end of the day, I was actually the one saying the truth. And being that I'm trying to cover up for somebody else, okay? And then the person I was trying to cover up for, so they don't get this person kicked out of the work, all right? And I'm not saying cover up like lie, but saying the truth, but in a way that it doesn't get us all in trouble, but saying the truth to save every one of us. But this particular person that I actually helped the most went and said something else in my back. Didn't only say something else in my back, said it with the other person that was kind of acting as a supervisor that day. And these two people then gang up and say something against me. And guess what? At the end of the day, I was still in my job. The other person, like I told you guys, I was trying to save, got fired the next day. That's because the truth will always be there. There were cameras in the work and everything was then found out that other guy was sacked. So in short, I learned from that day that at the end of the day, although I was never sacked, I didn't get any warnings because I was obviously still doing the right thing with all of that. But then I came to learn, at the end of the day, it's just you and you only. Always look out for yourself. You don't need to push the whole crowd with you. You don't need to always been looking for a friend at work, you truly do not have any friend at work. Everyone is just there trying to keep their work because they need to take care of themselves, they need to feed their family, they need to eat. And that means they need to keep their job. So if worst comes to worst, they will save themselves and forget that you even exist. So always remember that. Look out for your own self. All right. The eighth thing about working in Scotland is the accent. The Scottish accent is a very beautiful accent. So it's a nice accent, and yeah, it's beautiful. It's just special. It's different, and the Glaswegian one is obviously nice as well. Okay, so obviously it all ties together. I personally like the Scottish accent. So when you're working here, you will obviously come across those Scottish people that have a very, very deep Scottish accent, or the obvious one, Glaswegian. They have a very deep Glaswegian accent. You will say you've lived here for years, but you will still come across that particular person that will have that different accent than you are. You will understand. They will still talk, and you'll be like, huh? So if you come here and you work in here, you will always come across that Scottish accent that will get you thinking, sorry, what did you say? And the worst part is, you know, the Scottish people, they speak English, but then they mix it with their, I don't know if it's dialects, with their language, and then you're always like, that thing just sounds like English, though I feel it's English. So that's because half of the time a Scottish person will say you, and they don't even mind if you're black, if you're white, if you're any color. They will talk to you like they will usually talk, because that's their accent. So they will talk, and then it's up to you to not feel like, did I understand, or can you say it again? You get. So the accent is beautiful. So at work, you will see people with different accents. Okay, if you've worked in different places, you've met different people, you are gonna notice the accent of Scottish people, and the accent is obviously nice. So you will like the accent. Personally, I like the Scottish people accent. Anyway, so yeah, that's just another thing about working in Scotland. You're gonna meet people with different accent, like different Scottish accent, like deep, understandable, different ones. Like, trust me. And I work as a customer service, and when some people are telling me numbers, they'll be like, 8, 8, 8. I'll be like, pardon? 8. I'll be like, what? 8? What is 8? And then you ask the person, so I'll be like, why would you tell me to keep repeating? Like, in my mind, I don't know what you're saying. But obviously, the more you talk to them, the more you know. A lot of them will talk 8. Some will say 8. Some will say 3. So say 3, 3. So you will see all in different ways. All right. The ninth thing about working in Scotland is gonna be some jobs pay you by the minimum wage. So which is kind of, let me just say normal, but obviously it's part of working in Scotland. So a lot of jobs will pay by the minimum wage. Some will pay more than the minimum wages. Previously, I used to see a lot of care jobs pay more than the minimum wage, but half of them now they just pay by the minimum wage. I think because they've seen that a lot of people moved here, a lot of people are doing care jobs. So if you want the job, you accept the pay however it is. So I think that's what a lot of companies are doing now. But anyways, yeah, a lot of jobs will pay by the minimum wages. A lot of them will pay more than the minimum wage. Okay, depending on the role, depending on the job, depending on your qualifications sometimes, depending on how good or what experience you've already got. So some jobs might always increase the pay. Yeah. The third thing about working in Scotland is the weather. Will I say this without including the weather? I know that it's not like directly happening in the job scene. It also applies because you need to wake up in the morning. You need to go through the rain. Some jobs closes at 9, some will close at 10, some close at 11. And the weather, in that cold, in the rain, you're running. Right now, winter has just started, although it's not that strong yet. But I am already feeling it really strong. So the winter period is, the weather is, well, it's what we deal with here. So yeah, the weather obviously plays. I don't want to talk much about the weather, to be honest. I know a lot of you guys already know about the Scotland weather. It's very cold. It's always raining. It's very cold. Trust me. The 11th thing about working in Scotland is taxes. 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 You see this word? It makes me hungry. Ha! I've had friends call me when they receive their pay slip and they see how their taxes are being deducted, and they will come and be like, "Where's my tax like this?" Personally, I feel the way they feel, but then I have to then try to explain, like, guys, it's normal. The worst when you call your employer and be like, "Why is there so many taxes?" And be like, "Call HMRC." And then when you call HMRC, those people will always try to just convince you that yes, they've taken the right taxes. Guys, the amount of taxes you pay here, it's crazy. It's a lot. You will get your monthly wage, and it will look like half of that goes to tax. It's a lot. So for that reason, those things you are paying for that cover taxes, try and use them. For example, NHS. If you are here, NHS is free. Some of the things you should go buy yourself in the pharmacy. Call your doctor and be like, "I want to order for this." If they tell you, "Oh, sorry, you can get in the pharmacy," no, I don't have the money, I want to order for it. That's part of the things your tax go to. So order for it from them, and don't go to the pharmacy and get yourself and pay. Except for those type of prescriptions that we obviously need you to go purchase yourself. If it's the rest that doesn't need you to go purchase yourself, call your GP and order for it. Don't go and buy it yourself. Don't use your money. The ones they're already deducting from your wage is already enough. Because in case if you guys don't know, half of the medicines you will go to the pharmacy and buy yourself, you can just call your GP and then ask them to either write it for you or order it on call. They should have like automated system for ordering for it. Order for it as long as you pay. If you're an international student, you pay your surge charge, IHRs. So that should already give you the advantage to be able to call the GP to order for those prescription. Surge charge is not cheap, although I didn't pay because I didn't come here as an international student, but yeah, it's expensive. And aside that, you still paying taxes every month. So order through your GP and go collect it there. Stop wasting more money. The tax is already too much, because personally I don't like tax. It's been deducted. Don't even comment on my section and be like, "Oh, you know what taxes cover is this, is that." I have heard that before, I know, but I don't do. It's too much. They take taxes for everything. Sending things from Nigeria to the UK, they will still take tax. Sending things from the UK out to other countries, they will still take tax. Come on, just take all the wage and let's know the one we are in. I beg. Anyways, you guys, so that's where I'm gonna stop now. I'll be posting more videos about Scotland, about the jobs, about the school, about just the life in Scotland in general. I'll be posting more videos now. I'll try to be consistent as previously now, trying to post every week. Okay, if these are contents you like, then of course subscribe, like, comment and share. If you want to see more, or if you have a video recommendation about Scotland or any other type of video, leave it in the comment section. Leave all your questions in the comment section. I am always here to reply you guys, and I will try that. If you're here to subscribe, do that, share this video, like this video, comment, and I will see you guys on my next video. Alright, I'll see you guys. Bye.